Face swapping used to be something only people with serious editing skills could pull off. Now there's a free tool called FaceFusion 3.4.2 that pretty much anyone can use. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get it set up and running from scratch. And at the end, I'll show you a quick trick for making YouTube thumbnails that actually get clicks using a second AI tool that's trending right now. So the first thing you need to know about FaceFusion is that installing it the normal way is a bit of a hassle. But there's a much easier way to do it using a free app called Pinokio. Pinokio basically works like an app store for AI tools. You find the one you want, click install, and it handles everything in the background for you. Head over to the website and download the version for your operating system. Once it's installed and open, head to the Community tab and type FaceFusion into the search bar. You'll see a few results come up. Click on the featured one, hit Install, then click Install Latest. A small pop-up will appear asking you to download, so go ahead and click Download. When the install page loads up, just click Install and let it run. It's going to pull in a few files in the background, so depending on your internet, it might take a few minutes. When it's finished, you'll get a message saying Installation completed. Click Done, close Pinokio completely, and then open it back up again. Now, find FaceFusion in your list of installed apps and click Run Default. This grabs the last few things it needs before it's fully ready to use. Once that's done, the FaceFusion interface will open up on its own in a new window. If it doesn't, there'll be a link you can just click to open it. The interface looks pretty simple once you're inside. On one side, you've got a source box, which is where you put the face you want to use. On the other side, you've got a target box, which is where you put the photo or video you want the face to go into. Before you hit Start, go to the Processor section and make sure both Face Swapper and Face Enhancer are ticked. Face Swapper does the actual swap, and Face Enhancer cleans up the result so it looks sharper and more natural. With those both on, hit Start and let it run. Let's run a few tests so you can see how it performs. First up, I'll use a high-quality photo of Anne Hathaway as the source and Natalie Portman as the target. The result is decent, but the swap isn't that dramatic here because the two already look fairly similar. Let's try something with more contrast. This time, I'll use Rihanna as the source and Taylor Swift as the target. That one looks really solid. The face swap is clean, and the change is obvious straight away. One thing you might notice, though, is that the skin tone in the result stays closer to the target image rather than blending the two together. That's just a limitation of how FaceFusion works by default, and it's something to keep in mind depending on what you're making. Let's try one more with a male example. I'll use an AI-generated photo of a guy as the source and a photo of Elon Musk as the target. It works, but the result doesn't quite hold on to enough of the source face's features. You can see it's been swapped, but it doesn't look as convincing. FaceFusion is fast and great for video face swaps, but for still photos where you need it to look really polished, there's a better option. Nano Banana Pro. This one runs through Google AI Studio, which you can access for free with a regular Google account. Rather than uploading images into boxes, you upload them through Google Drive, and then just type out what you want the AI to do. The basic prompt to start with is simple. Upload your two images and type this. If you run that on its own, the result is okay, but you'll probably notice the same skin tone issue we saw in FaceFusion. The face and the body look like they came from two separate photos. The good news is you can fix this completely just by adding more detail to your prompt. Try this version instead. Run that on the Rihanna and Taylor Swift photos, and the difference is huge. The skin tones match, the lighting looks the same across the whole image, and it genuinely looks like one photo. Let's also run it on the Elon Musk example. Really clean result. The face looks accurate, and the image is consistent throughout. So the short version is this. FaceFusion is your go-to for fast swaps, especially in video. NanoBannana Pro takes a bit more effort with your prompt, but gives you a cleaner finish for photos where every detail matters. Now for the thumbnail trick I mentioned at the start. If you make YouTube videos or you're planning to, this one is worth paying attention to. Find a thumbnail from a popular video in your niche that has a good layout. Upload it into Nano Banana Pro alongside your own photos and use a prompt like this. Replace the faces in this thumbnail with the faces from my uploaded photos. Keep the same expressions, clothing, and accessories. Change the text to say, your title here, and keep everything else the same. What you get back is a thumbnail built on a format that's already proven to work, but with your own faces and your own content. Run the final image through a free upscaler like Topaz to sharpen it up, and it'll look completely professional. One thing worth knowing before you go and try this. FaceFusion works best when the face in your source photo is clear, well lit, and looking straight at the camera. The more directly the face is looking forward, the cleaner the swap tends to come out. If you're getting results that look a bit off, that's usually the first thing to check. A simple front-facing photo in decent lighting will outperform a great photo taken at an angle almost every time. It's also worth mentioning that both of these tools work on video, not just photos. FaceFusion handles video face swaps really well, and it stays consistent across the whole clip, which is where a lot of other free tools fall apart. If you're making content with recurring characters or just want to have a bit of fun with existing footage, that's where it really comes into its own. One last thing worth knowing about Nano Banana Pro. It's not just useful for face swapping. It's one of the best image models available right now for anything that involves realistic people. So, once you're familiar with the face swap prompts, it's worth experimenting with it for other things, like generating characters from scratch, changing backgrounds, or adjusting clothing. The same prompting logic carries across all of it, so the skills you pick up here transfer directly. What are you going to use face swapping for? Let me know in the comments below. While you're there, check the description for some helpful resources that I've linked, and don't forget to like and subscribe.